So the second gift I'm offering today is that picture frame on the table. What does it say? I claim my power to create the life I choose. We've all been creating our lives. I know things happen outside of us, but think about the power of what's happening inside of us. So today we're going to work with what's inside of us, because we have a lot more power than we know. And we're going to use this frame to be part of an artistic, fun, creative reframing practice. And this paves the way for you to let go of old ways of seeing and design a new perspective. I'm going to invite you to explore a challenge that you're facing in your life. But first, I'll give you one example, and sadly, I don't have any slides. But I drew a little picture, you can kind of see it, of a cancer diagnosis. And this is what you're going to do on those pieces of paper, is you're going to draw, we're going to explore thoughts, feelings, emotions, where the emotions are in your body, and then we're ultimately going to draw a picture of our challenge. And I'm very grateful that I didn't have the darkness that is on this page about a cancer diagnosis, but it's an example of what any of us might experience. Like, am I going to die? Do I have to do chemo? Do I have to do radiation? How painful is it going to be? Fear, right? So that's an example of how you can draw your current challenge. And then here's my depiction. And I'll be honest, I couldn't have thought of some of these things when I was facing cancer. And what I've learned from my life experience, that often when we have challenges, I've had times where everything turned out better, way better than I could have ever imagined. So you're going to sit here and try to imagine what things could be like in a different way around your challenge, but sometimes they actually end up better than you could have ever imagined. So this is a depiction of my cancer journey that said personal growth. Remember me reading books that people felt like cancer brought them gifts, gratitude for life, love from family, friends, even strangers, people I barely knew, learning that I can do hard things. There's my winking eye emoji body. That's all you get to see. So this is going to be the process. We're going to explore the challenge, and then we're going to think of some new thoughts, generate some new feelings around it, and then draw your new imagined perspective on this challenge. So there's a document in your packet to guide you through this experience. It's on the table there. It says, My Path to Transformation. So to start with, we need to define the challenge. And some of you received an email from me before this event and may have spent a little time reflecting. I'll just tell you the depth of your transformation often is tied to the depth of your contemplation and time that you spend pondering what it is you're facing and exploring your thoughts and feelings about it. And if you didn't think about it ahead of time, I'll give you a couple of prompts. What do I think about when I wake up in the night? Is there something that's worrisome that would keep you awake at night? What am I feeling afraid of right now? How am I stuck? What's just a major challenge that I'm facing in my life? So I'm going to give you some time to fill out the first 4 sections of this play page. Have fun with it. Just explore. Be curious. And this will help you access your transformation experience. Okay, so we'll give you a few minutes. Okay, so how did you do? Hopefully you connected with a few of your thoughts and feelings and notice where you feel them in your body. Did anyone here not have a challenge? Some of us could share. Yeah, that's a laughter yoga exercise. Okay, so now for the really fun creative part. You have those color crayons, you've got some colored pencils. The first thing is to pick a picture frame and then figure out what size the opening is in the picture frame that's in front of you. It will be either 4 by 6 or 5 by 7. And you want to find 2 little cards, pieces of paper, that would fit in your picture frame, if possible. You might need to swap around the table or look around to find one that will work. You can even draw it on your worksheet, but we want to put it in the frame eventually. So take one of these papers, use the crayons, markers, pencils that are at your table, and depict an image of this challenge. It might just be some swaths of color. It might be a couple of words. Again, we don't have a ton of time, but try to create something that depicts what your challenge is and how it makes you feel, and something that would evoke the feelings of what this difficulty is. Okay, so we'll have a few minutes to do that. Have fun coloring. Remember, you were in 3rd grade once and it was fun. How long has it been since you colored? I have grandchildren, so I've been back at coloring. But for a lot of us, being creative is something we kind of gave up. And it's a great way to connect with a deeper part of who you are. Okay, so you've named your challenge, explored your thoughts, feelings, emotions, even drawn a little picture of it. How do you feel when you look at this drawing? Do you feel a little stress in your body, or tightness, or worry in your mind, anxiety? Well, once you connect with that and bring it into the open and your own awareness, that paves a path to shift. So are you guys ready to start the process to shift into a new perspective? Okay. We are going to start with what I call ants. And actually, I didn't make that up. It came from someone else, but the automatic negative thoughts. You each have a little bag of ants, and these are symbolic of maybe some of the thoughts that you wrote down about this challenge. I know when I face challenges, sometimes they just loop over and over and over, and I get so sick of having those same negative thoughts. Has anyone else had that experience? Yeah, I mean, I think we all have that. It's just normal. So we want to acknowledge that. We have these automatic thoughts. And today, we want to get rid of them. So we are going to do a little cathartic exercise. Let's stand. And I know you've been wondering what those fly swatters are for. They are ant killers. So make sure you have one. And then I'm going to just invite anyone in the group here to share one of their automatic negative thoughts so we can have a sample. Kaylin, come up.
Thanks. You're welcome. My negative thought is that I struggle with being on time, running late. And I'm like, why am I like this? Why can't I just, like, why couldn't I be German and or something? Like, why am I like this? Other people aren't like this. Transitions are hard. Why didn't I start sooner? I'm going to be road ragey and irritable on the way there. And then I'm missing out, too, on the things that are happening there. So FOMO's happening as well. And I'm like, I'm not getting the full experience. Ugh, so much anxiety and then shame. And then it's like, yeah, it just keeps going. Just self-doubt, too.
Thank you. Thank you. And could it be that as she continues to think this continues to be her reality, maybe? I don't know. But I want you to grab your bag of ants, and I want the women at your table there, throw it out in front of your worksheet, Kaylin, and you girls can all swat them. It's just silly. I know. It's silly. But let's have some fun with this. We're killing Kaylin's ants right now. Okay, so next I'm going to allow every table to have one or two people to share, if you're willing. If anyone's willing at the table to just say, I have this goofy thought. Yes, Francie. Do you want to share? So we're just going to do this in individual tables. So just share with your group. Throw your bag of ants out there and have some fun with it, ladies, okay? Kill some of these ants. I'll give you a few minutes. Yippee! Wow! We're making progress. I feel like we need to have a huge funeral. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dead ants in this room right now. So let's bless them. Goodbye. Thank you for serving us. Now you're gone. Yippee! Okay, I'll have you sit down. Thank you. Thank you for participating in my silliness. Okay, so now turn your worksheet over. Now we're ready to design a new perspective. let's explore. Is there a different way to see this situation and this challenge? And if you haven't really spent any time pondering this, let's just take a moment and take a breath, ground ourselves in our seat, arrive in the room, and face this wonderful opportunity to see our lives in a new way. You know, there's always, you think about every moment of your life and how many possibilities there are in any moment. It's endless. So put your hand on your heart and just ask yourself, if I weren't afraid, I would. This challenge is resolved, and it looks like I am unstuck when I... So now try to find the right words to describe your new perspective about this situation. Write down the words, and then, again, fill out the thoughts, emotions, and where you feel this new energy in your body. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of excitement and some ease, maybe some anticipation about this new way of being in the world. So I'll give you a few minutes to fill out that part of the sheet. Hopefully you made a little progress there, because the next step is to go back to being a third grader and do some coloring. Hopefully you found 2 cards, and you can grab the other little small card and try to draw an image of this new way of seeing your challenge. And when we're done, I'm hoping that we can tuck these into that picture frame. So try to make it have images and colors and words that will trigger you to connect with this new perspective. Okay? I'll give you a few minutes to do that.